Okay, great morning. Well, I just laid out some cards. They are the Gypsy card deck. And I laid out ones that about the Idaho 4 killer. And what I got here, we'll do this first center one, was about the sweetheart, constancy, but I think this was that he was stalking them, okay? He had these illusions, fantasies, and that he was going to send a message, okay? So that's what we have in the center of it. He was stalking them because, these women, they're not interested in him, okay? So he was, again, stalking and creating fantasies in his mind when it came to one or more of these women. I think it was particularly directed at one person for sure. And we have here that, let's just go over to this one. The challenge was love. And he was going to become a widower. He's going to kill them. He's got these fantasies of being the lover. And the fortune, he was going to take what he wanted, okay? And what he wanted was their life, okay? He was in this fantasy drama. Again, jealous of the connections these people had. It wasn't just the woman, it was the connection and things that was happening with them. Okay, that's the challenge. And the, the clarification was, again, fidelity, wanting to have that longing, that wishing, that feeling of loss, that this was something he would never have, and this falseness, okay? This idea that he wanted that type of a life, to be able to have those connections, to have love, to have the things that these people had, and he didn't have any of that, okay? Again, the falseness, the feeling of loss, desire, fidelity. He wanted to have somebody that would, be with him, that he could, but that never happened. Okay. So we have, so what happened was the anger, this enemy situation, this theft. Okay, he's going to steal their life. And then he had, remember the one thing heard him say, she was crying and heard his, well, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. So this is kind, baby. Okay. He wanted to end her life to end the pain, okay, that he caused by stabbing her. Okay. Just creepy. I'm here. I'm going to help you. Okay, I'm going to help you. Yeah, nice. And then what we have going into it, we have the religious framework. We have the officers. We have this sadness. And we have the judge. Okay. So in other words, he's not getting away with it. They've got him dead to rights. He thought he would get away with it, and he would have if maybe he didn't leave the knife sheath behind, okay? But my feeling is as well that he wasn't expecting the boyfriend to be there that night. He wasn't expecting somebody there that could actually fight back. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't expecting to have a male in the house. Okay. And so I think that kind of shook him up as well, and why that in that struggle perhaps is when he lost the knife sheath that left his DNA there. Okay. Okay, yeah, because what I get is I'm getting heaven locked. What happened was this change that happened when it came to this killing of these ones, in the death of those, that there was this, the magician, this element of manifestation, okay? And the manifestation was this leaving this DNA, crucial evidence there. Okay, and that's what is going to convict him, having that DNA there. Yeah, we get his fall due to his anger and small. I think this has to do with that evidence of the DNA that was left there, that sheath. The sheath was left there in his anger and stuff, and then having to fight the boyfriend that was there. This was why he dropped that sheath. I think that shook him up, that locked the deal. He's going down. Okay, he's going down because of that evidence. Now, they said as well, when he was in Pennsylvania, he was out there, they saw him going out there late at night with surgical gloves on, cleaning the car from one end to the other, taking stuff out of his parents' home at like 4 a.m., putting it in the neighbor's garbage to try to... So again, these things are also pointing to circumstantial things that there was trying to do a cover-up. Okay? You don't take garbage out and put it in the neighbor's garbage bin unless you're trying to hide something. So this is going to open up part of it. It's another big shakeup for him. These things, these actions, yeah, that opens up a new part of the investigation as well. And they say that once they clean that, they think they can get rid of all the blood evidence. But no, there will be new evidence there. There will be evidence. He said you can't fully get rid of that. Yeah, this is his mental thing, wanting to get away with it. He's looking at everything he's carrying, but he left some things behind. Okay? He thought he had it all figured out, how he could get away with it, but there are things left behind that he didn't count on. Okay? Yeah. They're still investigating, still have other things that they're looking at that are kind of up in the air. Okay? Other things to check out. and these are going to convict him, okay? They're setting up the motive and the other things that are going on, looking into that, but now he's in retreat. He's behind bars now. And I think this also has to do with him behind bars, trying to go over it again and again and again and again. Now they said that his defense lawyer has all these big criminal investigators. I think she's trying to make a name for herself. All these people looking into it, trying to put a hole in the case. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Okay. The light, she saw him. We've got enough rope, he's going to hang himself, and they're looking for the mask as well. I think they're looking for the mask he was wearing. That will have DNA as well, okay? But she saw as well, she saw him with the mask on and said he had those bushy eyebrows and stuff. Okay, so that's another circumstantial evidence that's been seen. Yeah, I think, he probably would have gotten away with it if the boyfriend had not been there. Yeah, that was his misfortune. The boyfriend being there that night put a cramp in his case. Yep, because the love interest was there. Okay, the boyfriend was there, and that created this big, huge difficulty for him. Okay, we have something that was missing, that got lost, that creates a known. So again, I think that has to do with the sheath. Okay. It could also be the missing weapon that they're not finding. Missing, lost, known. And I don't know why I have a feeling that that weapon is in that Hell's Gate. It's called Hell's Gate. That's maybe that Hell's Gate Canyon. Because I get it's by something heavy and water. Okay, part of this is going to torture him is about the phone relief. He turned off his phone while he was committing the crimes, but he had the phone on. They can tell that he was there in that area, turned it off during the commission of the crime, and then turned it back on. So this is going to torture him, that he turned off the phone during the commission of the crime, during that time of the crime, and then turned it back on. Okay, so they know where he was at. Okay, so that's another thing. He's in there, the mind is spinning, the mind is spinning, the mind is spinning. He's going over every detail of it. What could catch him? Okay. And he shouldn't have brought the phone to the area. Yeah, stop. He's looking at all the wisdom, all the wise, all the things that could have stopped him. Looking at this. Yeah, the rope that's hanging himself. How fast they caught him. It's yeah, looking at the timing and the lost time on the phone. When the phone was off, okay, he turned it off during the commission of the crime, had it on before, then turned it back on after. Okay, so yeah, that that's another circumstantial thing. They're going to look at also when he was with his family home, again, trying to manipulate things rapidly, going and cleaning the car from top to bottom, and again, moving the trash to the neighbors, taking trash to the neighbors' trash. Another circumstantial evidence of what he has done to try to hide the commission of a crime. Because who takes trash out to the neighbors? Okay? Unless you're trying to hide evidence. Okay? But they've got evidence. They got the father's stuff that's going to bridge things. Okay? It's going to bridge the gap on the direction. Okay? That's been seen and what's been seen. Okay? So they're going to testify that they saw him taking the trash, evidence and stuff, to put it in the neighbor's trash. Yep. So yeah, he really thought he had all the ends tied up, and again, his undoing was the boyfriend being there. Yeah, his freedom's gone. Okay? His freedom's gone. Yeah, freedom. Buried. Low, below, not good for him. His freedom is gone. He will never get out again. Judgment is coming down. Okay? Judgment. Okay, we've got the found value is relief. Found value is relief for people that judgment will come down and he is going to be behind bars. So I think it's a sense of relief in the community. So I think I'm just going to leave that here, but I wanted to see what the Gypsy card said. Yeah, that was the message. Okay, that's the message that we got. So I'm going to leave that here today. But yeah, he's just going over it in his mind, and his undoing was the boyfriend that had spent the night there, which caused he had to fight back with him. If it was the girls, you know, he could have overpowered them a little easier. Yeah, the lovers. That was his undoing, because the boyfriend was there and was fighting back, and in that maelstrom he dropped that sheath that had the knife in it, and that has his DNA on it, which puts him there at the scene. And then all the other circumstantial evidence that where his car was, the taking out the trash to the neighbors and the thing, cleaning the car from top to bottom, although he could say, I'm cleaning it because I just did the trip, you know, we just made that long. So I'm sure they'll try to use that as a defense, but that's not going to cover up the whatever blood evidence might be in there still. Because he would, you know, when he left after these murders, he may have clothing that he tried to discard, but they're going to have evidence on him. So he may have some blood evidence in the car somewhere. Okay. And so yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to leave this here for now, and thanks for tuning in.